Welcome back to New, Innovative, and Crazy About AI, the podcast where we break down the latest in artificial intelligence and sort it into three buckets: new, innovative, or crazy. If it's new, it's just emerging. If it's innovative, it's actively changing industries. And if it's crazy, it sounds like the future has definitely arrived, or maybe even early. And this week, we've got a big one because NVIDIA just held its GTC conference this week in San Jose, California. And if you don't follow this event closely, it might seem like it's just about chips, microchips, but this event is now being dubbed the Super Bowl of AI. GTC is where we get a glimpse into the infrastructure powering the entire AI revolution. And what was announced this week makes one thing very clear: AI is not slowing down. It's accelerating very fast, as we all know. So let's break down the biggest themes of the week and where they land in our new, innovative, or crazy buckets. Okay, tech number one: Nextgen AI superchips and compute platforms. This is definitely in my innovative category bucket. Let's start with the foundation of everything: compute. At GTC this week, NVIDIA unveiled its latest generation of AI superchips and systems designed to handle massive scale AI workloads faster and more efficiently than ever before. We're talking about training trillion parameter models, running real-time AI interference, and powering entire AI data centers. A real-world example is that companies are now building large language models like OpenAI, Google, or Meta, and they rely on this kind of infrastructure to train and deploy AI at scale. But here's the shift. These new systems aren't just faster. They're designed for continuous AI operations, meaning AI is always running, always learning, and always responding. Why is this innovative? Because it's enabling AI to move from occasional use to always-on intelligence. And that's a foundational change, I think, especially when you bring agents into the mix. It's fun. Okay, tech number two for this week: AI factories and full stack AI infrastructure. This definitely falls into category number two: innovative. One of the biggest ideas emphasized at GTC this week was something NVIDIA is calling AI factories, and I'll put a link about it in the description below. Instead of thinking about AI as a software, they're positioning it as an industrial process. So AI factories combine GPUs, networking, software platforms, and data pipelines. Okay? They're combining all this all into one system designed to produce intelligence at scale. I love this. The real world example is enterprises can now build their own internal AI systems, generating models, insights, and automation across their entire organization. Think of this. Think of like pharmaceutical companies generating drug discovery insights, financial firms running real-time risk models, or media companies producing AI-generated content pipelines. Whoa, I think this is why it's innovative. It's innovative because AI is no longer a tool that you use. It's becoming something that companies manufacture and operate continuously. Well, I think that's pretty cool. Very innovative. All right. Tech number three this week: physical AI and robotics breakthroughs. Oh, one of my favorite areas. If you ever talk to me one-on-one, you'll know I love robots. Okay. Don't hate me. I love robots. Okay. This for me falls into bucket number 3, crazy, because this is where things start to feel more like science fiction, which I get even more excited about. A major focus at GTC this week was on physical AI. And that means AI systems that can understand and interact with the real world, like doing my dishes and folding my laundry. So this includes robotics, autonomous machines, digital twins of real-world environments. Ooh, fun. NVIDIA showcased platforms that allow robots to learn from simulation, adapt to real-world conditions, and perform complex physical tasks. One real-world example is warehouses using AI-powered robots that can navigate dynamic environments, they can pick and sort items, and they improve performance over time. So definitely lends itself to the larger, manufacturing industry, I would say also. Another example is that factories are now using digital twins. They're virtual replicas of real environments where AI can simulate and optimize operations before anything happens in the real world. Wow, I think that is really a big breakthrough. Okay, this is feeling more like Star Trek, guys, and Star Wars. Tech number 4, AI for healthcare, climate, and science. This is my specialty area from Narrativa. I would definitely put this innovation this week from GTC into the innovative bucket number 2. And a major theme that everyone heard about this week at GTC was AI applied to the world's biggest problems. I love that. NVIDIA highlighted how its platforms are now being used across healthcare, climate modeling, scientific research, and a real-world example of this is in healthcare. AI is being used to, as we talk about quite often, accelerate drug discovery, analyze medical imaging, and simulate biological systems. In climate science, AI models can simulate weather patterns, they can predict environmental changes, and optimize energy systems. I think we need that a lot right now, especially with all this crazy weather, right? And so why is this innovative? Because AI is shifting from business optimization to global problem solving. And that's a much bigger role. So I think it is really cool. Okay, tech number 5 this week, AI agents plus real-time inference at scale. This is kind of in bucket 1 and 2, new and innovative, okay? I know that's kind of cheating for my categorization, but you'll understand why. One of the most important and slightly under the radar trends from GTC is the rise of real-time AI inference at massive scale. This is what it enables: AI agents, autonomous systems, real-time decision-making. I mean, these are really big categories. NVIDIA introduced advancements that make it possible to run AI models faster, cheaper, and with lower latency. One real-world example of this is the AI co-pilots that respond instantly inside of apps. Also, customer service agents that operate 24/7, or autonomous vehicles making split-second decisions. We need more of that if you're riding in any of those autonomous vehicles. So this starts as a new innovation or a new bucket for sure, because the tech is still evolving, but it quickly becomes innovative because it enables entirely new categories of products. And here's the key shift. AI is no longer something you query, it's something that continually acts in real time. So what's the big takeaway from the NVIDIA GTC conference this week? I would say it's not just about faster chips. It's about new computing paradigms. So when you zoom out, This is the infrastructure layer that makes everything else possible. Healthcare AI, autonomous agents, scientific discovery, and beyond. Because whoever controls the infrastructure shapes the future of AI. Thanks for tuning in to New, Innovative, and Crazy About AI. Make sure to stay curious, stay innovative, and always stay human. I'll see you next episode. Take care. Bye.